Yeah, I would have thought it would probably be some of my scenes.
Right.
So
It is an image, and it is one of the scene pictures.
um, I would know, maybe something weird and interesting, like the sheep picture. I would have thought was quirky.
You wanna know what it is?
Which one was that?
Malta 6.
Malta 6.
Yep. It is a lovely shot you've taken. Obviously, this was taken while you were in Malta. What's the story behind this picture?
I think this was my first year in Malta. It should be 2005, I believe.
Yep, 2005, 2007. Yep, so this was
My
obviously...
first year in Malta, and it was the first time I'd ever been out of England for a long time. And I was watching the sunset, and
Yeah.
again, thinking back to a relationship I was used to be in, I was hoping that maybe somewhere this same person was watching a sunset in their area. But generally, I just thought the colours were pretty.
Alright, that's fair. I mean, and it is a beautiful shot, but the next question I obviously asked, it's the next one. Do you know what the most commented on the favourite, sorry, the part of your gallery is? Do you know what your most most commented on? It's most, sorry, not the commented, most viewed comments.
Oh.
Sorry, most viewed
Item.
work in your gallery.
Don't know really.
Well, do you want to hazard a guess? Anything on there?
Gosh, don't know. Maybe some pictures of me.
Well, it is a picture of you.
My Malta one. Am I all wearing white?
No, it's actually this one. Hair curly.
Oh,
Microphone, folks. It's actually hair curly, taken obviously on the 5th of July 2006. That's actually got 66 views.
wow.
66 people have viewed that. So yeah, that apparently is your most viewed deviation. Why do you think that is?
Maybe people are quite concerned when I kept saying I don't like my hair curly.
Well, you do look rather nice.
I don't look nice at all.
That's just your opinion. Well, we've talked about what other people believe are your most popular, and what other people think is your favourite. What's your favourite piece of work, image or literary wise, on your gallery? What's your favourite?
My own gallery.
Yeah.
It'll have to be one of the Malta pictures myself. If you can scroll through them.
Yeah, sure.
See.
Yeah.
Might have to be View of St Paul's Bay. It's one of them. It's a bit down.
The View of St Paul's Bay. Obviously, that was taken on the 21st of January 2007.
Yeah, that was just.
Or at least that was
Edited
that's where it was put onto DeviantArt. Obviously, it's a fantastic view of St Paul's Bay in Malta. Obviously, a lot of the pictures are from Malta. What is Malta like for anybody who hasn't been there themselves?
It's really hot. It has gorgeous crystal blue sky, like seas and skies, of course, as well.
Yeah.
Everybody is friendly and they speak English.
Yeah.
And if you just accidentally bump them, they start apologising to you before you even get a chance to say sorry.
So it's definitely an experience worth the trip.
Yes, and the buses you go on.
And you've been how many times?
I've been 3 times now.
3 times. So you obviously like it there.
I do love it there.
I've heard the food's excellent.
The food is brilliant, although if you're going to go, forget about a diet, because you get food that is bigger than you can imagine. Only way I can describe it is if you got like a platter one day from a big restaurant, that's your main size. And if you don't, they just look at you and go, that's nothing, that's just supper, that's just supper. And they tell you off if you say, what? I can't eat this.
Okay, well obviously we've been talking about your stuff here. Let's talk about other people's work. Obviously you've had a chance to have a look at other people's work. You've met quite a few people recently.
Yes.
People like SOS Love and Sun Girl, who we interviewed very recently. I believe she probably was the last person I interviewed. You met up with a few others, like Michelle Yeoh 71, another person we interviewed. I mean, you've met quite a few people recently. How did that happen?
Well, it was due to your interview with them, and I got to understand and know them a bit better, which got me interested in looking in their gallery.
Right. So you've been meeting new people because obviously you had your own friends on DeviantArt as well as everybody else does.
Mm-hmm.
How did it feel to start making new friends, especially ones that you've heard of before, obviously because we're friends so we talk. But how did it feel to make new friends such as these?
It feels really good. It makes me feel warm and bubbly inside to know that I've got somebody new I can talk to and share ideas with and chat to.
I mean, obviously that's part of the aim of the DA Corner, but moving slightly on with that, but within the same topic, other people's work. I mean, if you had to list at least one or two favourites in regards to other people's works.
Yes.
I mean, obviously we're not looking for like your absolute most favourite, just like a few.
Yeah.
What would you say some of those favourites were? I mean, because obviously, what kind of stuff do you look for in another person's art? Is there anything specific, or is it just whatever takes your fancy?
Mainly what takes my fancy, but for anime work, obviously I love anime, so if it comes to anime I like the cutesy shots or some of the really down-to-earth graphic-y types. For other things I mainly like landscape pictures.
So, when it comes to things like, we'll start off with anime. Are there any particular animes in mind, or anybody's animes that you've seen recently that you really like?
I love Michelle Yeoh 71's anime. I can't get enough of her work. She is fantastic.
She is talented.
She is fantastic. I love her pieces. I mean, one of my favourite one is the girlfriend picture she did from the Avril Lavigne music video. She said she'd taken it off. I love it so much. I just love the cutesy little image of the girl getting angry in the corner, and I just think it's fantastic.
She's also been doing commission work. Funny enough for me, she's been doing some work on Kit Faulkner and Malbar, characters for the story that you actually happen to be the creator of. Funny enough, because
Yes.
at the moment, for people that don't know, I'm actually working on a story at the moment. I haven't quite got a name for it. We're thinking of the Law Legacies or something like that. But actually, I'm just finding it. But the creator of it is in fact Silverwings here. What was it? Where did this story come from?
It came from a dream I had one night about me being a princess and having two royal guards who protected me and watched over me, and it was basically a fight to stop the evil bad guys.
So obviously you've had a chance to look at Michelle Yeoh's work in regards to some of the characters. I mean, obviously we can take another look here. We'll just have a look at some of the artwork here.
Kit Faulkner, yes.
Obviously one of the main characters is a character called Kit Faulkner. He's kind of like second in command, if you will. And obviously we've seen his work and it's just absolutely amazing.
Oh yes, I love the work and I love the image he's got for him. The very rugged and gun-wielding type. I wonder if we can get a picture of that through the webcam, I don't know. I'd have to probably swing the camera around. But
Well, people can access it. I'll provide the links for them to have a look it up.
oh good. But yeah, I like the image. The only thing I may say about it is I always go for more of how can I put it? Knight, kings and kingdom type
Well, yeah,
kind of clothing.
obviously, like I said, there are various aspects to look at. She was working with the descriptions I was giving her.
Yeah.
Obviously. Moving away from obviously the story, because
Yes.
moving away from that at the moment, we'll go back to other people's faces. There is another anime-like artist. It's not just anime stuff, but he also does other stuff as well that you've actually got one of his works favoured. Black One God.
Yes.
The only male to be interviewed on the DA Corner so far. What do you think of him?
Well, from what I've heard of him so far, he's a very nice, sweet guy. But we haven't really talked an awful lot over DeviantArt.
Well, of course, like I said, in relation to the image that you've got, you've seen a bit of his work. Does that kind of anime strike you as something you like as well, or do you prefer the more cutesy?
I like Black Vanguard's stuff as well. It's more of the down to earth sort of type.
Yeah.
You know, it's the more realistic looking, not the complete cutesy comic book style, which I like both styles really.
So really, it's 6 and 2/3.
Yeah, it's basically the picture, the image, the lines, the colour.
Okay. What other kind of works do you like? I mean, obviously we're talking about the anime. You said you like a lot of landscape. What about written work? I mean, written work obviously. We've got poems and songs up by myself and by others that will remain anonymous. You've got people up there as well. But what do you look for in